So this video is about purely about identifying your ICP, which ideal customer persona. So this is a huge thing when you are in starting out your business or any kind of uh, whether it's product or service. You have to first start out with ICPs. The reason I started to make this video is because I spent 2 years learning this and implementing on B2B businesses out there, and primarily I done this for the B2B business that is on the service side, selling SaaS products, and even construction businesses and auditing companies. So there are companies that are niching down inside the construction business, inside the accounting businesses. So the recently I've been done an automation for accounting company that is only being auditing for construction companies, and they have been doing that for more than a decade, 2 decades, I think. So that's when I'm not saying this is going to be work and this is going to work for all of the all of the industries niches that are out there, but really helps when you're starting out. But I personally tried to niche down on automation industry, but seems the idea of the automation industry is can be applied to anything. So I try to target a specific niche, but it's something else comes out. I don't say no, especially I'm in the starting stages, so I don't say no for most of the opportunities. But if it is totally irrelevant, for example, I do business analyst as well, but I don't accept all of the analytical projects that are thrown at me. So that is one thing to keep in mind. So get started with the ICP is ideal customer persona, which is to target an industry based on their location, geographical location, their title, and how large the business is, how large the industry is. And to be honest, and the 2 years I've been learning primarily from the ICPs and targeting the leads from LinkedIn and getting the emails and targeting email campaigns. So these make significant effect on your campaigns, that if you're doing campaigns on whether it's on LinkedIn or any kind of ads, Google ads or something like that. But in terms of B2B, uh, a lot of people even in this era are hand picking out emails, hiring some guys in Philippines, India to hand pick out the ICPs that are not largely out there in Apollo, or the emails that are that don't you can't find the emails and stuff like that on online. uh, so they hire some specific team to get the emails, get the phone numbers if possible. Phone numbers are really hard to get nowadays, but that is a huge potential for them if you're playing the volume game. So that's where the ICP comes in, and it gives you more result at the end of the day if you know who are you targeting. And if something doesn't work, you know that this doesn't work for that specific industry. But if you're scrapping out all of the leads in the internet and trying to target those leads, and if you don't actually know whether it's working or not, because you're trying out randomly. For example, you can just scrape tech companies, right? So there is a niche inside that, but it might work for you to target only that niche and find out if it's working or not. So the niche is actually to play out. You have to take 10 specific niches and do the test campaigns and iterate what works for you in that test campaigns. This period takes anywhere from 3 to 10 months, I'd say, on an average scale if you're starting out. And that testing really helps you to target which industry or which ICP is actually your target audience. that is something basic level of any business that if you're starting out. So the 2 years of experience what I learned just helped me to start out as a freelancer industry. In the freelancing automation industry, I started out with B2B industry, obviously, because I had the experience in that, and it turns out pretty decent, I would say. So yeah, focus on your ICP when you're starting out, but don't overcomplicate things. But I would recommend at the end of the day, if you're starting out, just start out with brute force, which means volume, but the volume has to make sense, and the volume has to have the data at the end of the day to see what works and what doesn't work. And to be these are layman terms, but if you dig deep inside, you should have a spreadsheet of every call, every email that has been sent out and it didn't work, and you should be able to analyze the data and get what works. So that's where data analytics comes from. So the volume game is one thing and analyzing is another thing. So you have to be clear on both things. Brute force is out there nowadays, but I think along with the brute force there should be analysis has to be properly done. And yeah, and that's something I think that is important. I felt like sharing with you guys, and see you in the next video.